Hey everyone, this is Daryl, aka The D from the Simply Incredible podcast, and today I'm doing my WWE Backlash review, and pretty decent card tonight. Solid, and it's hard to say anything's will get an A because nothing is compared to back in the Attitude Era where everything was amazing, but this was actually to me pretty decent, pretty decent. It's rough to say pretty decent is actually almost good nowadays. But we started off with the pre-show, and this was a SmackDown only event. So we started with the pre-show. We had Apollo Crews versus Baron Corbin. The first, I don't know, 5 minutes of it, they were kind of missing. It was a little rough. Not when I say rough, I don't mean they were like physical. I mean rough as in they were missing spots. It was kind of like tough to watch a little bit. But as it went on, after that, they kind of started hitting their stride. I kind of wonder if they were a little nervous and just wasn't fitting together with each other. But after it got going, things picked up, and it was pretty solid, minus that first few minutes of it. But after that, good match. Surprising to me, Baron Corbin got the win. Apollo seems to kind of slowly be kind of dropping a little bit. I really like this guy. I really hope Apollo really starts picking up and starts really making an impact because I really like him. I think he can be really, really good. So, but that was the only match on the pre-show. And then we had the main show. We had the women's, I'm not exactly sure what they call it, the women's six-pack elimination match for the women's championship. For the SmackDown Women's Heavyweight Championship, or maybe just Women's Championship, excuse me. We had Becky Lynch versus Natalya versus Naomi versus Alexa Bliss versus Carmella versus Nikki Bella. This right here was actually pretty fun. Not great by any stretch of the imagination, but a fun, good match. And I actually misunderstood. I thought the first person that got a pin would be the champion. That's not how it was. If you got pinned, you were eliminated, and then everyone else kept going until there's only one person left, and that person got the women's title. So the eliminations went like this. Alexa Bliss got eliminated by Naomi, which I gotta be honest upset me because I really like Alexa Bliss. I think she's got a big future. She's strong. She's powerful. I think she's actually good on the mic. She was on the pre-show before, and I thought she worked really, really well on the mic. I think she's good in the ring. So, but she was the first one eliminated. Next, Naomi got eliminated by Natalya. Good stuff. And by the way, Naomi's entrance, I'm really digging it. She's wearing like this glow in the dark and have all the lights out, and she's glowing, and the shoes come out. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff, Naomi. I really like that. Next, Natalya got eliminated by Nikki. You may be sensing a pattern here because this is when I start noticing. I was like, wait a minute. So if you pin somebody, you're the next one getting pinned. Yes, that is correct. That's exactly how they did the entire match. So Natty got eliminated by Nikki Bella. Nikki got eliminated by Carmella, which those two are starting to have a rivalry, which I like that. And then Carmella got eliminated by Becky Lynch, and Becky Lynch is now your women's champion, the SmackDown Women's Champion. And I really thought that was really weird. Everyone who got a pin was the next one to get eliminated. I just thought that was odd. I don't know why they did that, but it is what it is. But Becky Lynch, I like Becky. I love her accent on the mic. She's good in the ring. So you know what? Good job, Becky. Congratulations. Next for the SmackDown Tag Team title, we had the Hype Bros. Well, actually not. This is the winner of this gets to go on to the championship match against Heath Slater and Rhino, and the winner of that will then become the SmackDown tag team title holders. We had the Hype Bros, Zack Ryder and Mojo Rawley against the Usos, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Mojo Rawley is from Richmond, Virginia, which is actually where the show was. So that led me to think, so the Hype Brothers might get the win here. No. The Hype Brothers did not get the win, but good match. And this is the first time I've seen the Usos. Maybe I've missed some episodes, so there you go. But this is the first time I've seen the Usos without the face paint, without the bright colors on. They were in all black. They come with like a white hoodie or white T-shirt, depending on which one it was, and they take that off, and then they just in black, which which actually I thought was really cool, really cool. Looked good, good stuff with them. Really solid match, not great match, solid match. And the winner of this would end up being the Usos. And the only reason the Usos were in it because they injured one of the members of the Team Alpha Brothers. I can't Team Alpha, I think it is. But and so they hurt one of them, so they ended up getting into the match. So later on, the Usos will go against Heath Slater and Rhino. We'll get to that shortly. Next, in the Intercontinental title, we had The Miz versus Dolph Ziggler. And I'm a huge Miz fan. Everyone knows that. It was kind of interesting before, what's his name? The Miz and Daniel Bryan. They were back, and The Miz was like, after I go out and win this match, we're going to negotiate a higher contract for me. I need more money and stuff like that. And which immediately made me say, oh, so he's not going to win. If the Miz is that are making demands, yeah, he's not going to win. Wrong. Miz got the win. I was very surprised by this. It's funny. Some of these matches I'm really kind of surprised by, but the Miz with the win really did surprise me. I thought they were going to finally get Ziggler kind of started giving him stuff because he's been around a long time and he does a great job in the ring. He's really very active, very athletic, and he does a lot of great stuff. So I kind of thought he was going to get the win right here, but Miz got the win. Of course, he had a little help from his wife, Maurice. The ref wasn't looking for a second, and she sprayed something in Dolph's eyes. And The Miz come out with his finale, skull-crushing finale. I couldn't think of the name of it. His skull-crushing finale got the win. Good match, not a great match. Good match right there. And Miz, again, I'm a huge fan, so I'm happy he won. But I know a lot of people do not like The Miz and really wants him to lose and kind of disappear. I'm a huge fan for The Miz. And I've heard a lot of people in the locker rooms and stuff really actually like The Miz. AJ Styles not too long ago was talking on the Stone Cold podcast, Stone Cold Steve Austin's podcast, and he was like, a lot of people give this guy grief, but he's a hard worker and he'll take it. And he says he's a good dude and he's a hard worker. You know what? Good enough for me, even though I've always been a fan of Miz. So there you go. Next, Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton. Beforehand, backstage, they showed Bray Wyatt with Randy Orton on the ground, and Bray was slamming a door on Randy's leg. So, Randy was hurt. So, when it comes time for the match, Bray goes down and he demands a 10 count to disqualify Randy. I forgot because I didn't have Randy Orton's name written down. But so they did the 10 count and that was over. So Bray had his hand raised and was getting ready to walk out. And the announcer said, but since he couldn't wrestle, you have this guy to wrestle. And he didn't say who. No one knew who. And Kane comes out. So Kane comes out and has a match with Bray Wyatt. Good match. These guys, as much as I love Kane, I've been a huge fan of Kane for a long, long time. But he's not the same guy he was 15 years ago. You just say, 15 years ago, he was kind of like early prime for him. And think about that. But Randy Orton come in kind of late in the match. Just kind of slowly walked in, come in, put the RKO on, slowly walked out, and Kane picked up Bray, put the choke slam on him, and Kane got the win. So, good match. I mean, nothing great there. Really slow match. And I was really wondering why they did that so Randy didn't actually wrestle. I was really confused by that. I don't know what's going on there. One thing I meant to mention in the women's, Paige, she, because before we get to the last two matches after this, but Paige, she, for those who don't know, she's been dating Alberto Del Rio, and Alberto Del Rio just got released and from the WWE. So Paige, there's been a lot of speculation that she really hasn't been happy for a while, and she may be quitting the WWE. But they say she's got a long time left in her contract, so we'll see what happens. For me, I'm a huge fan of Paige. I hope she doesn't go, and I hope she comes back. And I hope things get straightened out, but I don't think so. Everyone is saying it's just a matter of time. I hope they're wrong about this. I really do, because I really want Paige back. But I don't think she's coming back and getting that any kind of a push or anything like she had before, which makes me sad. I'm a huge fan of Paige. Paige, please don't leave. Please don't. Get things straight. But we'll see how it goes. But you know what? When a company releases your boyfriend, or just like CM Punk with AJ Lee, Punk left and AJ was still there. Not long later, AJ was gone. So it looks like it might be inevitable for Paige to leave, and I hope that's not true. But anyway, back to where we are in the card. The tag team titles, the Smackdown tag team title match, Heath Slater and Rhino versus the Usos. And if Slater and Rhino don't win, then Slater will not have a contract. So it's basically, if they win, then he'll have a job. So, which, I mean, I just got to be honest. I kind of assumed right off the bat, like, the Usos are going to win. They're going against these two guys. Not much there, right? Somehow or another, Slater and Rhino get the win. The first ever SmackDown tag team title holders, which really blew my mind. And I got to be honest, this is the first time I've really heard Heath Slater a lot doing some skits in the back and stuff like that. Really funny, really good skits. I really liked it. And I was like, this guy right here, he's got something. And because for a long time, I was wondering, why is this guy even around? He's not doing anything. 3-man band, and a lot of times, the other two guys are gone. So he's just kind of there. Maybe just there getting a paycheck, like doing some dark matches and stuff, not doing much. But you know what? Heath Slater, Rhino, new tag team title holders. And I got to be honest, I like it. I hope they keep going on with this with Slater and Rhino. Give them that comedy angle that they're doing. That was really, really good tonight. For me, I really liked it. And a solid match on top of that. You know what? Let's get these guys a little run. That'd be great. I would love that. But I have a feeling come Tuesday when they have SmackDown again, they may lose and no longer be title holders. But I thought it was great. I thought it was great myself. And last, in the heavyweight title match, AJ Styles versus Dean Ambrose. And this, to me, by far, match of the night, which I'm finally glad to say that the actual headline match was the actual best match. Because for a long time now, it's been like other matches have been stealing the spotlight from that last match. This right here, great match. AJ Styles, I've been hearing for a long time, a lot of people saying this is probably the best guy in the business right now, in ring. And I keep seeing glimpses of it. For me, I know a lot of people will just talk about, man, this guy's really, really good. And when I see him, I'm always like, well, to me, Kevin Owens in ring, to me, he's really good to me. I really like Kevin Owens in the ring. I always think, when I see him, I think he's about as good as it is right now. And when I see AJ Styles, I'm like, you know what? I see what you're saying. This match right here made me go, I see exactly what you're saying. Wow, he's doing some really good stuff. And Dean Ambrose, the last 6 months or so, I've really started to see his in-ring going up, up, and up, his level. And this match right here was really, really good. Lots of great bumps in it. Submission escapes, pin escapes, and really good stuff. All said and done, AJ Styles is your new WWE heavyweight, world heavyweight champion. I always forget the actual title of it, but really, really good match. AJ Styles, to me, he may be the best in ring right now. So I'm glad he won. But you know what? I hope these two guys have another match with Dean Ambrose, because I thought those two, good chemistry in the ring, really good stuff, good action, really good match. So all in all, good stuff. But next pay-per-view, I don't even know when it is, to tell you the truth. But I think it's next month. But I think that's gonna be a Raw pay-per-view, and I can't get my head wrapped around. Every other month there's a pay-per-view for the opposite company. I'm trying to get that in my head, and it's kind of throwing me off. But solid pay-per-view. If I had to give it a pay-per-view, I'd probably give it a B-, C+, something like that. Definitely not an A, because A, I guess I'm not gonna get to those anymore, because those are kind of almost reserved now for 15 years ago in the Attitude Era pay-per-views. But the crowd was into it in Richmond, Virginia, so good stuff. But that's all we got now, and you guys have an incredible day.